kind of like Joe Rogan? That's a good question. I don't know. The primary goal is getting people to think about what they have going on as far as symptomatically and looking at it a little bit more in a different light than the traditional. In typical traditional things, what has always drove me crazy is when a certain condition would come up and I'd look up what the traditional cause of it was, and it just wouldn't respond to any kind of care in that direction. It just drove me nuts, and that's what kind of got me started on searching for what the real causes are. And so just getting that kind of a little different way of thinking about what you got going on. You know, the misperceptions is my shoulder hurts, I have to have something wrong with my shoulder, or my knee hurts, my knee is a problem. And the reality there is, more often than not, the pain that you're having is a side effect of an issue someplace else. And referral pain is what most people don't understand about referral pain is, but everybody knows what referral pain is because of the heart. Left arm pain, left chest pain, everybody knows you got to be careful about the heart. But every single organ in the human body does that with a very specific referral pain associated with that organ. So the pain that you may have with your knees or ankles or feet or toe or shoulders or whatever might not be in that region. It might be something else. I would say the top three are shoulders, knees, and hip and groin pain. So when you come in with knee pain, your assumptions are that you have knee pain because of a strain of your knee, or you have a torn MCL, ACL, a meniscus tear or whatever. And frequently people will come in with a MRI diagnosis of a torn ligament. Over the years, there's a trap involved there for me, and that is the assumption that that's actually the cause of the knee pain. That may have been there and weakens the knee and makes it more susceptible to other things causing knee pain. When I look at the knee, a knee pain issue, the first thing I do, look for a history of a recent trauma. I never leave it at that because frequently those traumas are set up. You make a cut on a basketball court and you twist your knee. Why did you twist your knee? Why did you twist that knee, not the other knee? That knee may have been weakened because of a stress on it, put on it by something that we're not identifying. So then a statistical percentage of the pain that you have in the knee is from the sprain strain, and a statistical percentage of the knee pain that you have now is because of the stress that was placed on it that caused the sprain to start with. So with knee pain issues, that's what I'm looking for, is what is the source? Is there any other stress, any other neurological issues, any organ referrals that come into the knee problems? And so that's kind of the way I look at it versus just going right after the orthopedics. And that gets into opens a little bit of a can of worms. So dermatomes is probably one of the least looked at connections to all sorts of different parts of the body. But what a dermatome is it links back into the embryological development of a person. So the nerves will migrate as the baby is being made inside the mother, as well as the organs are growing off of that connection. And so every organ has a dermatome connection to it, which the dermatome goes down the leg, the organ goes into the abdomen. And so specifically, what we find is the bottom three vertebrae are neurologically connected to the knees through the dermatomes. So the dermatomes cross through the knee in a very specific way as it goes down into the legs. So L5, L4, L3 dermatomes cut through the knee and go down through the back of the knee. So then you take a look at very specifically L5 nerve is the uterus, or basically the male-female organs. So when you have knee pain, one of the things that came up over the years in just trial and error and figuring this stuff out is bilateral knee pain is uterus or male organs. And especially one of the common symptoms, really weirdly common, is pain going up and down the stairs in the knees. You know, if you come in and say, I have bilateral knee pain and it really hurts going up and down the stairs, in my mind, it's already male or female organs. And now you have to prove it isn't in order for it to be not. Arthritis of the knees, you cannot have equally degenerative knee pain. It's almost impossible. Can you have both knees arthritic and degenerative? Sure you can. One will always be more than the other. And so when people come in with bilateral knee pain, it's just always going to be an organ referral pain. But then you get to look at unilateral knee pain, the one-sided knee pain. Those have gone into L4, which is colon, and L3, which is the glandular hormone system. The L4 colon, ascending colon on the right side knee, transverse colon, which cuts across the top of the abdomen, and then the descending colon tends to be the left side of the knee. And so when I'm looking at those, I'm looking at specifically which organ is associated, and then there's confirmations that I do as well. So when I have a person with knee pain that comes in, obviously you have to check the knees and see about the knees and what are the MRI reports and x-rays and what is the arthritis. You check the vertebrae, the bottom 3 vertebrae for pain. And so if I have bilateral knee pain and L5 is painful, my chances of it being L5 are significant. Same thing with unilateral L4 or L3. Now I'm starting to go, okay, now I can confirm, yes, that organ is weak through testing, or it's unrelated type of thing. And so that's kind of how I go about trying to connect the potential dots.